You're listening to the Journey Podcast, a ministry of Southcrest Baptist Church. We're here to know the Word, love the Word, and live the Word. Let's take a joyous journey through the Word.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast.
Hey guys.
We've got a new face. Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Andrew, and I am said new face.
What's up, guys? We missed you. We hope that you missed us. I had a great Thanksgiving break. Why don't y'all open us up and give us a quick recap of your Thanksgiving, what you liked, and some highlights.
Okay, so my family has a tradition of going to Fredericksburg every Thanksgiving. We took a little hiatus for the past few years, but we came back to Fredericksburg this year. That's where my dad grew up. And I tried something new. Usually we have like the same set of foods. And it's like, the given. It's like the turkey, the ham, the brisket. That's how we roll. We had a new friend. My cousin brought a girlfriend. You know that. We love her. She was awesome. But she brought stuffed mushrooms.
Stuff with what?
Couldn't tell you, but it was good stuff.
Good. Okay, that's good.
It was so good. So now
She was nervous.
Yeah, she was. She was. But that was probably it was nice to go into the old tradition that we have always had and have a little something new. So that was our Thanksgiving.
What about you, Andrew?
Yeah, for me, it was pretty normal Thanksgiving. My family just gets together on my dad's side, hang out. I got to cook with my mom this year. It's the first time I actually got to help prepare the meal. So that was fun. But our kind of tradition is we should always play card games together, domino games. Had 4 games. Won 4 times. So, I mean, what can I say?
Undefeated. My family is not really like a tradition family.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some traditions around Christmas time, and we can maybe talk about that later. But, yeah, it's just we normally get something from like the donut shop because it's like one of the only things in town for breakfast. And then we skip lunch and then have like, we call it, I don't know why my family calls it in my family the diabetic dinner, but it's like at 4 o'clock. I couldn't tell you why. That's just Thanksgiving tradition, I guess. We have a diabetic dinner at 4 o'clock. And then, I normally take a nap, and it was great.
Well.
Lots of good food and good family. But anywho, since today is the first week of December.
Come on.
We love Thanksgiving, but man, it is officially Christmas time.
Yeah, we're ready for Christmas.
I've been waiting. What is your all-time number 1 favorite Christmas song and favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, you go first.
Yeah, you go first. You pose the question.
Me go first. Okay. All-time favorite Christmas song is probably a tie. It's either between Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande or what is it? Mary Did You Know by Pentatonics.
Ooh!
Okay.
And that album.
And it.
I was falling. Yeah, that one's good too. But favorite Christmas movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You can't change my mind. You watch it every year. That's one of our family's Christmas traditions, is that we watch that every year as a family. That's always great.
See, my favorite song, and I couldn't tell you why, and I don't really understand the I've never looked into the lyrics, but it's like the war is over.
I think it's called
War is over. And it has it's by an 80s singer.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about?
I know. Yeah. I know.
I don't know who it is. I don't know why, but it's just so different that I think I like it. It breaks up the monotony of all the Christmas music. And then my favorite movie, and I know this is a hot take, and people don't share this opinion with me because it scared us when we were little, Polar Express. It's the best. It is 100% the best. The hot cocoa days at school when we watch it, can't beat it for me. Can't beat it. And don't even try to find it. I can see it rearing up.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just have I've always been an outlier. I just don't like the Polar Express.
Yeah.
I don't. There's something about it. And maybe it did scare me as a kid. It's like halfway CGI where it kind of looks too real, but then you could tell it's fake. It's just kind of, and this was like the puppet room. That
is scary.
Me.
That is scary. But they're keeping it real. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're keeping it real. What about you, Drew?
I think for me, I really love traditional Christmas music. So Jingle Bell Rock gets me going. Walking in a Winter Wonderland, just anything that's
Michael Bublé.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, absolutely. Anything like that just really gets me in the Christmas spirit. I'm like, this is how it should be, you know. I mean, you can listen to your pop stars and all that, but
Yeah.
I like the
That's true.
traditional stuff. You know, my favorite Christmas movie is probably kind of a mama's boy. So just anything that's on Hallmark, I'll watch with her. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick Elf,
And
just because I know you don't like that either. And it's like the two that you don't like.
Okay, you're on my dirty laundry, guys. You heard it here, folks. I do not support Elf or Polar Express as a top Christmas movie. So we can talk about it later. Find me in the street, candid. Just say, hey, what's your opinion? And I'll give it to you straight up.
There you go. At least you're
But
honest.
let's get into the meat and potatoes, as my old youth pastor used to say of this discussion. And let's reflect on what do you think is the bit, since we're in December in the last month, we're kind of wrapping up 2025. What do you think is the biggest lesson or lessons that you've learning from
This-
God?
This year
Yeah.
or this semester in the TNG or just overall?
Let's say this semester. Let's say
This
this
semester?
semester.
Last 4 months.
Me first?
You first. You're in the hot seat.
Oh, brother. I think a big journey this semester that I've like
The big journey.
Oh,
because we got the journey right now. Like the Lord has been teaching me is like he's like you have to surrender, like in order to be changed, in order to like not rely on yourself, like you have to surrender. And I think that's like really, you know, and it's been a tough semester. You know what I mean? I think there are weeks where I've been like, man, God, like you are moving so great. I can just tell that like, God, this didn't come so easily to me. Like now you've changed my heart and it's like a habit now. God, thank you so much. And then there's like the next day, it's like he's like trying to break down my habit that I am just holding on to so hard, and now I get frustrated. So I feel like it's like an active thing right now. It's like he's like, keep your hands open to me, please. Like I'm like working so hard on you right now. Like just keep your hands open. And I think a lot of that is because like a big theme this semester was like obedience, first time obedience. And I feel like that he's kind of been moving that way through those lessons, I would say.
I think for me, the biggest thing this semester has been just kind of realizing that you got to allow yourself to be built in the everyday things. You're not always going to have this big moment. You're not always going to have a big conversation. You're going to have a big platform. You might on occasion, but in order to prepare yourself for those big moments when you're called to be faithful, you need to be faithful in your everyday life. I know the what we're going over right now in the journey is kind of like the entirety of the Bible. So this is the first semester, so we're in the Old Testament. So we're hearing about Daniel and David and Jonah and Isaiah. And just kind of one thing that I've come to realize about all those people, they have their stories where they have their big build-up moments. It's like this, they did this awesome thing. But we've also been allowed to kind of reflect on why they were able to do that. So you talk about like David, when he kills Goliath, right? He grew up tending to his father's sheep, where he had to fight off lions and bears and be a protector. Why was he able to face a 9-foot giant? It's because, you know, he's been wrestling bears for his entire childhood.
Yeah.
And so I think we can really kind of take that. I've had to apply it to my own life. And if I feel like I'm called to lead somebody faithfully, then I need to lead myself every day, not just in the moments when I'm called to bring it to light. So in the moments that aren't always like put out there, that aren't always going to be put in the spotlight, you still need to be faithful in all those moments.
Right. I think for me, and I've kind of said it before, but like this semester, I just really feel that I hadn't like seen the move of God, or I haven't like technically really had this like super confident feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've really learned in the past, like my freshman year, kind of backstory on my testimony, like I grew up in church, fell away, and then came back my freshman year. And I was on fire for quite a long time. And then I kind of got in this season where it was like, I don't really feel him. And to me, I took it as like a baby Christian, as being like, God, where are you? Why did you move? But like reality, I moved, like I slacked on some things. And so I know that this time around, it's like, I feel that way, but I'm still doing the same things to pursue him. So I know it's nothing that that like I'm technically doing wrong. I know that sounds like really prideful to say, but like it's like I'm still pursuing him in the same way as I would if I was feeling him or if I wasn't.
Yeah.
And so I really think this semester has really just been teaching me like we don't chase after a feeling. We chase after our Savior. And it's like I wouldn't have turned my life around. I wouldn't have given stuff up, and I wouldn't have been bold about my faith just for a feeling, like that feelings are temporary. I'm like doing it because he actually did something for my life and changed my heart and everything. And man, that bridge to what I got, it'll get me every time, because that verse where it's like, if I feel your heart and never see your hand, then I have it all. Oh my gosh. That's such a good verse.
It is.
Holy cow. That song is really good. But also too, like, since we're almost coming up on a new year, have y'all even thought about like New Year's resolutions or goals or anything you want to work on next year?
Okay, I do have like a silly one. It's not faith related, but it will bring me a lot of happiness, I think. And it's becoming a regular at Sugar Browns. I was telling you guys about this earlier. I've seen the sitcoms where it's like the person walks in and the like the barista sees them from the counter. It's like, oh, hot chai tea latte. I was like, you got it, Dave. You know what I mean? I go sit down and they know me and they're like, they bring it. You know what I mean? I think that is just like kind of such a side quest that would be fun. Like a little way to like romanticize like the little things, like me going to study in a coffee shop. It's like, no, but they know me here. You know what I mean? Like making something small be enjoyable for me. It's a silly one, but
It's a fun goal
too. Yeah.
It's not like getting a gym membership or
That's not to 25 pounds a month.
yeah, with all the chai tea lattes, I will need a gym membership. But that's okay. That's okay.
So what about you, Andrew?
For me, one thing that I've really tried to work on recently, and I really want to take into next year, is being able to quote scripture, like word for word, and say
Micah,
where it is.
if you listen to these, don't know if
Holy
you do, but if you
moly.
do, that's something I admire about you, is anytime we're in home group, whatever setting, he is
he knows
boom
the
off the dome.
address.
Not even just like in Hebrews 9, like he's like Hebrews 9:17, like he's to the verse and he explains like what's going on, and that's something that I really admire. But yes,
that's where I'm at. That's where I want to go, because I can always something always comes up and I'm like, hey, the Bible says this, but I want to be able to say, hey, in Romans chapter 8 verses 16 through 18, you know, so that I can quote it directly, because sometimes I feel like I'll misquote something and it'll be like, that actually wasn't in the Bible at all. I heard that from a self-help podcast. Not that I don't think I do that typically, but I think it's a way to keep myself accountable. It's if I can actually tell you where it is, I'm like, okay, I know that's in there, you know. So that's a big one for me. But
yeah, I've got two. Number one, and I know we've all probably experienced the Bible recap thing of like, this year's gonna be the year that I read through the Bible. 2026 will be the year that I read through my entire Bible.
Come on.
I'm speaking it into existence.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
No matter how long it takes me.
I believe in
But
you.
within a whole year.
72 hours.
Yeah.
I knew someone that did a 30-day shred of the Bible.
Oh.
And it was like 40 chapters a day. We'll not be doing that.
Yeah.
But I will get through my entire
gosh.
Bible in 2026. And also too, I want to look back on next semester, because next semester is my last semester as a resident at the Journey. You've always got to grow up. But I want to look back on next semester and just be like, I did everything I could. You know, like I want to be on campus. I want to find someone random and just in like a grocery store and ask how I can pray for them, talk to them, stuff like that. Like I want to be super bold next semester. So those are my two.
I think those are really good.
And the typical like, I wouldn't mind losing a few pounds.
Right.
So.
Right.
But,
That's fair. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, can I add my faith one now? I feel like I'm sitting over
Oh
here.
no, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I just assumed you
thought-
were gonna work on your faith.
Yeah.
I figured that's what you were thinking. No.
I'm kidding.
I think my goal for this upcoming year is being very specific and intentional about like what I'm studying. Because right now, like
Yeah.
I've just been like I really want to focus on like I want to do a deep dive on like what do I want to do?
Revelation.
Yeah, like I want to be very specific because right now I'm just kind of going through like my daily like devotion. Like right now I'm going through Romans and it's awesome, but it's not like okay, so this I'm not like squeezing it for all that it's worth, you know.
Yeah.
And so I think this upcoming year, like I really want to set like I want to find maybe a study that's already out there, or maybe like just kind of figure it out like what's gonna work for me best. But like be very specific about like what I'm like trying to study and learn about, because I feel like there's been this semester I've kind of been put in so many opportunities to talk about so many things that like I've tried to learn like little things about everything, and then I leave kind of not knowing anything well, if that makes sense.
Right.
So like I really want to tackle like things that I need to know like intently and like really understand them well before I move on, if that makes sense. And that's my goal. I think that'll be good.
Way to go.
That's really
Thanks.
No, I'm excited. Our last little question bit, okay? So, to anyone who's listening, if you could give advice for this upcoming break, this like Christmas break, as a college student, what advice would you give to someone about to go on break? I know we had kind of like a mini break, but this one's gonna be a little longer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think for college students it's really weird because like we're here in Lubbock, like, and we have our own routines. We come to TNG on Tuesday, we go to home group on Thursday, we go to church on Sunday. We have our place where we go, I go to Sugar Brown's and I study there and become a regular. And like I have a place in my apartment where like I leave my Bible open and that's where I do my quiet time. I think for college students it's hard going home and being in a different area and having a different routine.
Right.
And I feel like it brings about a lot of inconsistency and we kind of falter in all the progress that we've made all semester. So I guess like I feel like for us, like on the front of our minds, like when we are going home, like finding a routine that fits there. Like our routine in Lubbock isn't going to be the same that it is when we're back home. And so like being quick to pounce on like the idea of forming a routine while you're at home, I feel like should be one of our biggest goals.
Right.
Like, yes, it's a time for rest, but where do we find our rest? You know what I mean? So,
There you go.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense. I think a big thing for college students in general as they go on break is, so you think about like TNG, you think about the journey, you have a set time, like you said, that you go and spend time in community, spend time with the Lord. Well, you go back home, you don't have class, you don't have all these designated times and places that you have to be somewhere. So you have so much time on your hands, and it's easy to just kind of like lay in bed or just watch movies or just be on TV or just kind of veg out, you know? So I think like what you say is really good, just getting into a routine. But also just something that you wouldn't routinely do, I think can be helpful is like, there's a park back home, you know, go walk at the park and then sit down and get in the word, or while you walk, listen to worship music. Just things that you wouldn't routinely do, because I think routines are a big thing. You've got your school routine, you've got your home routine. So when you go home, you just rest, you spend time with family. You're not as intentional about the things that you should have been. So I think that's really good. I think I would challenge everybody to maybe like look at a book in the Bible that you want to go over over Christmas break. So we're college students now. It's not like you've got 2 weeks. We've got like 4, 5, 6 weeks off. So you've got time. So 8, 9, you know.
yeah.
But weeks.
Yeah, so you've got time. So just try and be intentional. And for those of us that are, you know, like staying in Lubbock or are around a community where you can go be with people, don't just be a hermit all Christmas break. It's good to get away from everything, but you can get into a really bad habit of just wanting to be by yourself. And we're called to be in community. So if you have that available to you, I would tell you to go be in community also, even though you're on a break.
My advice would, I feel like y'all kind of hit the head of the nail. Is that the saying?
Hit the nail.
Hit the nail on the head. I try to be really cool there. It just didn't work out. But I think, and guys, prepare yourselves. This is a bar.
Okay.
I think rest is not resting from something; it's resting in something.
Okay, I see what you
Yeah.
did there. That was good.
Okay, and
That was-
so we're gonna end the but I really think like rest, like true rest, is not like like you said, like
Alright.
bed rotting and just scrolling on Instagram Reels. Like no matter how much like our flesh wants that, and like how restful that may seem, you're just not gonna be productive. And so I think physical rest is important on this break, but also to like find your rest in who God says He is, and allow Him to give you the rest that you need. From maybe it's this semester has been super anxiety filled, so allow Him to renew you and give you that peace over this break, and seek that out. I think that's really important. And how can we do that? By being in His Word. His Word
For sure.
is how He speaks to us. So
Yeah.
are you gonna-
Also, I think like I don't know. I know this is something that like I've been thinking about a lot, and I'm not the only one. I've talked to several people about it, but like sometimes I think when it comes with this long break in the holidays, sometimes like for some people, going home and being with your family is restful, and sometimes
Yeah.
it just brings more anxiety. You know what I mean? You're a different person now that you've been away than when you were in high school and when you last lived with them, and sometimes you've like God has changed your heart and changed your habits, and they're still living in those. And so I think sometimes it's really hard to go home, and it's incredibly frustrating. And I'm with you there. You know what I mean? I'm with you there. But I think like that is why during the semester we were so like we wanted to make those connections so much. Like I think it's in our nature to kind of be like, just sit in that frustration and just like, oh, well, they're 5 hours away. My community is 5 hours away. They're not here. They can't do anything for me. And that's just not the truth. Like reach out, make group chats, that sort of thing. Like do a call. Everybody's got 5 minutes, 10 minutes to give a call. And like listen to you, So no matter what like home looks like for you, like our community is still a community, even though we're all throughout the state of Texas or wherever y'all are going. So rely on us, like rely on each other, even when we're so far away.
Right.
All right, guys, as we leave today, ask good questions, live in the uncomfortable, so that we learn to trust the Bible and know God more deeply. You are sent.